Welcome all. Immunization is what we discussed last time. We'll continue with that. See, what is immunization actually? Let me draw a line here. Remember, we're talking about asset and liability. So the asset and liability structure is different. At different times, you will have different cash flows. Okay. Say you will have income here, some outgo also. You have a lot of outgo, less income. You have here, say, you have only outgo here. Okay. And here you have income, only income. Here outgo. Here means it's say 3/4 after one, and you have both income outgo. Okay, say you have only income here, only outgo here. The positive cash flows only, and find the present value of all the positive cash flows. Let me write all these positive cash flows here. Two, here two, here two, here we have three, then here. Okay. Now the present value of positive cash flows, there is a notation that is VA, remember. And when you find the positive value, the present value of negative cash flows, they will be like this. You find the present value of negative cash flows. This is VL. Okay, this is VA and this is VL. Now, company's healthy means asset liability, asset present value of asset is greater than or equal to present value of liability. Suppose VA is VL. Okay, it's balanced now. This is a part of commerce. It's very common. We always try to balance the asset and liability. Okay, but that is not part of discussion today. Here, what we want is when we say BA is BL at interest rate I, they are equal. But what if the interest rate changes to I plus epsilon? Okay, that is the problem. VL I plus epsilon. So this is greater or this is greater. Suppose now they are equal, but with change in interest rates, asset is less than or equal to this. This is the fear. This is the concern. Let me write. The concern is if the interest rate in the market changes from I to I plus epsilon, say write 8%, 7.9%, or 8%, 3%, whatever, okay, or 7.5, 8.5, whatever. If the interest rate changes, obviously because we are discounting, so I is usually here, I also usually here. So say the interest rate increases, so both will decrease, right? But which one will decrease more, we can say. It will depend on the case, how the cash flows are structured here. Okay. If the interest rate will decrease, then both will increase. But now they are same with I, but with I plus epsilon, both will increase. But if asset increases more, it's better. Okay. So we want that this is greater than or equal to this. How this is possible? Using Taylor's theorem, Redington, UK actually, he came with three conditions. If the three conditions are satisfied, you can say your company is immunized against small changes in interest rates. We are talking about mild change here, because when he proved, he proved the three conditions, he used Taylor's theorem. And remember, Taylor's theorem is applicable only in the neighborhood. Okay, you can't apply that if the distance is very high from the center. So this was called the mild change. Why we say immunization? Say for example, the temperature outside is now 35, 40 degree. Immediately when it will rain, the temperature will go down to say 30 degree or 25 degree. Then what happens is immunocompromised people. Immunocompromised means the old people, okay, and those have immunodeficiency disease. Okay, their immunity is not good. So what happens is they sneeze because they are. So that's why immunization, the in different places They give salts in US, twice a year in May, November, and all that. Here in India, in Bangalore, May, November, twice in India. And there also they take, though we Indians 90% we don't take flu shots. Okay, so what I'm saying is you can immunize yourself so that if some virus attacks, that will not create problem to you. Similarly, here also immunization means what? You have to arrange your assets, future assets, in such a way, according to your liability, whatever your liability is, in such a way that it doesn't matter whether the interest rate increases or decreases in the market, you are unaltered. Even you will be in the better side. I mean, asset is greater than or equal to liability in both the cases, whether the interest rate increases or decreases. How can you achieve that? Okay, you do different problems, you will be able to know it practically. So I picked up one problem, easy problem. Okay, but what is the significance of the three conditions? Let me write. I'll send you my slides for this. The first one is, see, we are not using this epsilon here. It could be 0.5, 0.2, 0.3. That's the beauty of this. Because if you say you don't want to use extra result, okay, why, someone might ask me, why three conditions? This is the definition of immunization. We can use two conditions. We can prove this one also. Say 8% given, at 8% you find the present value, at 8% you find the liability, so that they're equal. Then 8.5% you find the present value of assets, present value of liability at 8.5%. You check whether they're greater or not, right? But say you don't know this extra epsilon, you don't know, then you can't prove it. Okay, that's why uh, we uh, we have three conditions rather than two. Okay, the second condition is DMT of assets. You can take another measure also, volatility, because if you multiply or divide 1 plus I, you get that, right? Tau is 1 plus I into vi, remember? If you multiply 1 plus I, you get it. Then convexity of assets is greater than or equal to convexity of liability. So you do a lot of problems. Once everything is done, I'll discuss more about convexity, how it works and all that. You come with problems. Convexity roughly measures the spread of your assets. Okay. Remember, immunization even not required if your asset cash flow and liability cash flow, they are at the same point, because you are subjected to the same interest rate. Okay. Say you have 8%, it will increase to 8.5% or decrease to 7.5%. It won't affect your cash flows because the points are the same. Okay. If you see, say you have, wherever you have positive cash flow, there only have negative cash flow. So what will happen? So whatever interest rate changes, that will be applicable to both, right? So there will be no change. Okay. If they're at the same point, but unfortunately businesses don't run this way. Okay. They have points where they get income, they have different points where they have liability. So what happens is, you can't assume that, or wherever there is a inflow, there is a outflow. Okay, but that's not true. So at least what we are saying is present value is equal. And when you say DMT are equal, what is the meaning of this? This means actually whatever positive cash flow you have, wherever, it doesn't matter. See, this is called term. Say this is 5 year, 3 year, it gets over asset, but liability, uh, less liability initially, then more liability here. Okay, up to 5 years your liability. So you can't match the terms. Okay, the term of the investment you can match, but what you can do is, you think that your duration, okay, your DMT of assets, DMT of liability, they're same. Means what? See, we can't match the term. Okay, maybe the asset will come very early, but the liability will be there. If you purchase a life insurance policy in Part B, remember, if you are paying one-time premium, the income for the company is only one time, but the liabilities will be there. Okay, for a long time. That's how. So here, if you see, we can't match the asset cash flows and liability cash flows. So what we can do is, here this says, if you think that all your amount, say whatever, this is 800, and all your amount 700, 600, whatever it is, okay, it doesn't matter, all the amounts, they I mean, if you consider you have only one amount, okay, that is DMT, right? DMT is the point where we say average life of a investment. Average life, when we say, you write wherever you have assets. But if you consider there is only one asset, you convert everything to one. This is DMT. But liability also, that should be same. Whatever is the liability, that's a separate thing. Okay, the amount I'm not writing. It could be greater than, equal to, less than. But I'm saying they must be at the same point. We can't. Ideally, if they have the same term, that would be good. But we can do that. But if they are equal means this one. Okay, mathematically we proved anyway. But the meaning is that, okay, present values are equal, and the duration, you can say the duration or the DMT, they are equal. Okay, and convexity is more. Asset convexity means the spread of assets is more as compared to this one. Okay, like say there is a cricket ground, though here Haris is not he's a soccer fan. Okay, he likes Messi a lot, but it's okay, we are Indians. So in cricket ground, what happens is all the players, they will stand nearby, and the batsman is playing here. What will happen? He might play here, 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 here. Okay, there is a problem. There is a saying: don't put all eggs in one basket. Why? Because once it falls, then it will create a lot of problem. That's why uh, asset spread is more, means it's better. Okay, just to have a rough idea, I'm saying. Okay, mathematically you have to do. Now let's do this problem. Remember, I'm repeating, your effort will be 80%, our support is 20%. When I say this, your effort will be 80%, you have to solve a lot of problems. I'm doing one, but you will have 30 problems. Even you have more than uh, 80%. Okay. An insurance company has a liability of 6 million in 8 years and 11 million in 15 years time. The assets consist of two zero coupon bonds, one paying X in 5 years. Means this will come to the company. Okay, you have to, your liability is this, your liability is this, and this will come here. You invested, company invested, and company will get 5. Remember that way. And the other paying Y in 20 years, X in 5 years, and Y in 20 years. So this is what company will get. Okay, they must have invested in some bonds, they will get these returns. But they have liability also, they have to pay, say insurance claims or whatever you think, they have to pay. Okay, now if you talk about interest rate I, whatever interest rate they've given, you check it, 8%. At 8%, they are same. Okay, your present value of liability and present value of asset are the same. There is a question, you can find X and Y so that they will be same. So what X, Y you have to take? Okay, that's why determine the values of X and Y such that the two conditions of Redington immunization are satisfied. Okay, so you have to decide how many like zero coupon bonds you have to take. Okay, so that X will give the amount, right? And see, the amount is same. Say, forget about this problem. Say I have 100. I can invest some amount so that I will get 20 here, I will get 80 here. If I get finally 100, roughly I'm saying, I might invest and so that I can get this, or maybe 80, 90, 10. Or maybe you change the points here. Achha, these are fixed, right? 520. Okay. Or maybe one, so many options are there. Okay. But every option might work. I mean, when you talk about present values, they might be same. Whatever condition you take, present value might match. We are not interested in the present value. We are interested in the change in interest rates. Okay, if the interest rate will change, then also your asset should be equal or more than the liability. For that, the three conditions you have to satisfy. The first one, they said, check that the first were satisfied. Then demonstrate that the third condition for Redington's immunization is also satisfied. Okay. So let's go through the solution. Now, if you check this one, Battery. Here you see present value of liability at 8%, present value of asset. Okay, it's easy. You can calculate this on the first one. Then they've taken differentiation here. They've equated these two. Why they've equated differentiation? Because the first condition is VAI is equal to VLI. This is satisfied, the first one. The second one is actually, if you take this measure, VA dash I divided by VAI. What is this? We write A dash by A. If you consider all case flows, this is your volatility, VI. VI, when we say, we consider all case flows and A is the present value of all these case flows, positive, negative, everything. But when we talk about VA, that means we are talking about uh, only assets, right? This is liability. This is your convexity, right? Velocity, volatility. You can take volatility as well, not a problem. One measure, DMT or volatility. Third one is VA double dash I divided by VL double dash I is equal to, here you write liability dash by VL I. You know this? See, this is for all the case flows. This is for the positive case flows. This is for all the case flows. This is for the negative case flows. They must be same. Okay. This one you can write volatility of asset is equal to volatility of liability. So you can take volatility or DMT, doesn't matter, because if you multiply 1 plus I both the sides, you will get, right, tau, not a problem. So by virtue of this relation 1, you can cancel these two. Minus minus also you can cancel. So just show that differentiation are equal. See, that's why they differentiated. You know how to differentiate, and they equated. Okay. So this is nothing but the second condition. It's easy now. Solve and find x and y. So this much amount and this much amount you need to invest. Okay. Otherwise also you can see, if you don't consider this one, you can solve this equation easily. You will get so many x and y, because if you have one equation with two unknowns, there are so many solutions, right? 8 2 2 8 5 5, but two equations now means you will get unique solution. Okay. So this much you need to invest, and this much you need to invest for y, 20-year duration, whatever they've given, 5 20-year duration or whatever. You have to invest. Okay. Now again they said, check that the third condition is also satisfied. So you have to double differentiate at 8%. See, epsilon is not given here. What increase, like 0.5% increase or 0.5% decrease, they've not given here, right? So at I only we are doing everything. This is a part of derivation. Now see, pound BAL, BL days. Okay. This is IAPOA exam question. So therefore they're equal, satisfied. Okay. This is how we have to do. Even time is also less. I'm leaving now. Class is over. Thank you.